friend, classmate, and Facebook Scrabble competitor, the female influence of the group, and I'm not talking about Dan. I'm talking about Caroline.m4v.
Hi guys. Ow! So similar. So like Josh, I also had a sex education course in my elementary school, that's why we have so much in common. And Miss McNeil was who the Westbrook Elementary chose to teach the girls everything about social pressures and whatnot. It made sense. She's the pretty young teacher, and everyone likes her. She's very sweet, and she teaches music. It's very non-offensive. So one day, all the girls, we come together in the classroom. Miss McNeil goes, "Now, girls, you're going to be facing some new pressures soon. You're going to be learning a lot about your body. You're going to be in new social situations. You're going to be going to parties in middle school where there's just going to be lines and lines of cocaine on the table. Like obscene amounts of cocaine, like visual alibi. Like Tony Montana's going to be in the corner. He's going to borrow your little My Little Pony Club card to cut lines of cocaine. There's a lot of coke at this party, girls. A very realistic, hypothetical party that you will surely be attending in middle school. I'm 10 years old. I don't know what cocaine is. I don't know what a party is. Like, who is this lecture for? Also, I waited 3 years for that party. Never happened. But Miss McNeil, that wasn't the only thing she had a lot of unfettered access to the 5th graders. She put on the 5th grade musical for every single grade. Do you know, the year above us, do you know what they put on? If you did, it'd be weird. They put on Tom Sawyer. The year above them puts on Treasure Island. The year above them to Tom Sawyer. The year above them to Treasure Island. The year above them to Tom Sawyer. Do you know what our grade? We put on fucking Ruddigore. She picked a Ruddigore for us, and I can tell there are very few theater people here because not many people understood that joke right off the bat. So hold on for the next few phrases, guys. But it's like not even like a well-known one. It's this one called Ruddigore. Like, has anyone ever heard of the? Exactly. And see, this is why none of you have this deep-seated need to get in front of an audience and tell jokes. You never have to go through Ruddigore. It's quite all right, though. Hold on, I wrote down my sex. I've never done this before. Oh. It doesn't really matter, though, what you teach kids in sex education, because kids are dumb. They're like really, I don't like kids. They're stupid. And that's not me talking, that's science. Their brains aren't fully developed. And so last summer, I was a nanny. I nannied children, which makes sense because I just told you how much I dislike children. And that was not good. And the first, I nannied for 2 families, and the morning family, the kids were really sweet. They like to go to the park, and they like to be nice, and eat their food and stuff. They were great. The afternoon kids, fuck those kids. I hated them. They were mean to me, and they gave me sass. Why would you give me sass? I'm just trying to be the cool younger nanny. I'm going to let you watch iCarly the second I finish making you Ovaltine. Don't be a dick about it. These kids love Ovaltine. Not Ovaltine. Ovaltine is gross. I tried it once. It is just dreadful. I don't like it. It's like the poor man's Nesquik. I would never buy it for my children. But like the best example of how much these kids were not, I didn't like these kids, is one day I went and picked up a boy from daycare, and I walk in, they're watching Space Jam. I love Space Jam! That movie's so funny. Little aliens, like at the end, Bill Murray comes to play basketball. Like, what are you doing here, Bill Murray? It's Looney Tunes Town. They win. But like, I'm gonna watch this tape and rewind it on VHS for all of eternity. It's the best. I love Space Jam. So I'm trying to like relate to the kid. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. You guys are watching Space Jam. We're watching Space Jam. We're watching Huck and Tom pull my backpack. Like, yes, they were. Yes, you were. No. Kid, that was Space Jam. Like in 11 minutes, Michael Jordan's gonna get sucked down the golf ball. It's Space Jam. We were watching Huck and Tom. This kid uses the heel of his hand to rub his nose because he doesn't know he evolved fingers like 1,000 years. It's Huck and Tom. No, little buddy, I think that was Space Jam. No! Shut up, little man. I watch cartoons and smoke drugs on the regular in college. That's Space Jam. I want Ovaltine. Fuck you. There is something that kids are good for, even if you don't like them. You ever see a kid fall over? Like, when a grown person who counts actually falls over, it's like a whole deal, like the knees buckle, like your arms slide, comes up. It's like a big, graceful motion. For a kid, they're too small. It's like, it's a non-issue. And, like, at the very, like, have you ever seen Platoon, there's that one scene and Willem Dafoe gets gunned down. It's like a 5-minute long scene in slow motion, falls, and everyone's crying. You have to run to the helicopter, and there's emotions, and he's still falling. If it was a kid, it would be like, avoid drama entirely. Got it. So I don't like kids, but you know who I do like? Usually get a bad. Maybe you guys don't like me hating on kids so much because they're small. But you know, I like old people because old people make you feel good about yourself. When was the last time an old person ever beat you at anything? Reading books with fine print, appreciating things after World War II, having living friends, like none of them. Like, and it's really just the greatest thing, I think, having them around. So guys, whenever you hear that I'm having a party, just know it's going to be me and some old people and just fishbowls full of cocaine. So